Bitcoin and Ethereum get rejected off resistance levels. XRP confirms the breakout, and FTT looks primed to make some noise. We'll cover all this, plus we'll also go over one of those things that you may not have seen that could signal a reversal in the markets. Let's get to it. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me today on Crypto Lit. My name's Nathan. We're going to go ahead and jump into the charts, and the first thing we're going to take a look at is Bitcoin and Ethereum. So Bitcoin right now, at time of recordings, down in the lower 41,000s. You'll see that we keep bouncing off of this level right here at about 42 or just slightly over 42,000. Last week I was talking about this double bottom and hoping that this pattern would play out and push us past the $44,000 to $45,000 level. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. There seems to be a lot of pressure from the bears at this $42,000 level that keeps Bitcoin down. So again, it came up, bounced off of it, and it's coming down. If we come back down and test this trend line, let's hope that the rising trend line of support holds there and maybe we can get it to bounce back up. If it does go back down to that 37,000, mid 37s, that could be a bad sign. We could have it go either way. What we're having really is this oscillation between this $42,000 range and 37, and it just seems to be going back and forth. And as you know, the more times you hit a level, the more likely it is that level is going to break. So the question becomes, which level is going to break first, the 37,000 level or the 42,000 level? Let's hope it's the 42,000 level and we hit up to the upside and bust out of this ascending triangle. So that's one of the things I'm watching. Of course, we could also see a smaller ascending triangle in here if Bitcoin comes down to this rising level of support and comes back up. That would even be like a smaller ascending triangle inside of this overall larger ascending triangle. So that would be something to keep an eye on as well. The next thing I'll go over and check out is Ethereum. And just like Bitcoin, Ethereum keeps coming up to test this $3,000 level and keeps getting rejected. On Ethereum, though, we do have a little bit of a double bottom forming there. So let's hope that Ethereum can turn things back around this week and start making a move back up to that $3,000 level and push past it. If we can get a breakout past that $3,000 level, my prediction is that we see a target to the upside. If we'll come over here and grab a line, take it up from the bottom of this double bottom up to the neckline, that would put us somewhere around $3,500 if Ethereum could break out and have this pattern confirmed. Next thing we'll do is jump over to XRP. If you followed me last week on my video about the XRP potential explosion, then things are looking good if you took a trade on XRP last week. What we were doing is last week we were talking about this inverse head and shoulders pattern. That even though it was kind of wobbly and a very skewed inverse head and shoulders, I still thought it was an inverse head and shoulders. And I was saying that if it breaks out of that neckline and closes a daily candle at the 80-cent or higher level, then we're going to have a breakout. The target for that breakout is $1.10. So fortunately, we did see it close above that 80-cent line and started to have that breakout. We've moved up a good portion since that time over the weekend. During the previous 24-hour period, it topped out at about 85.5 cents. So things are looking pretty good there for XRP. Congratulations to anybody who did go out and take that trade. Let's take a measurement here. When I noted it the other day, I said that it would be about that 80 cents range. So we'll take right about there and come on up. That would have been about a little over a 7% increase there. If you did a 10x leverage on that, you would have seen over 70% gains. So congratulations to anybody who took that trade over the weekend. Now, I do see more upside for XRP. I see the target of XRP's breakout would be about $1.10. Now, most of the time, these patterns don't play all the way out to the top. So what I do is I tend to take about 60% of the pattern target and estimate that. That would put us right around that upper 90 cent to $1 range. So that's kind of where I'm targeting XRP to hit. Now, the other thing I had mentioned is that FTT looks primed to make some noise. Now, FTT is the exchange or the token for the exchange FTX. And FTX is making some moves and making some headway. A lot of people thought FTX was going to be that next exchange token that really took off and did something. Now, you've seen FTX make a lot of noise in the headlines lately. They've signed different athletes. The most recent athlete that they've signed on as a spokesperson is Naomi Osaka, a female tennis player. Once ranked #1 in 2019, now she's currently ranked in the 70s. They went out and recently signed her as a brand ambassador for FTX. Also, the CEO of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, recently opened up the Aussie Blockchain Week as the keynote speaker. And FTX just seems to be making headlines and continuing to be in the public eye. Now, whether that has anything to do with the price of FTT moving up, I don't know, but I'll go over and take a look at FTT right now. And one of the things that I see, first of all, in FTT was that FTT has held up pretty well. We see some currencies have dropped well over 50% into the 60% and higher. Back in November, it was trading around mid-70s. Recently, though, it's been hanging on right around that $40 level. And over the last week has made a nice climb up from right at that $40 level to a high of about $45. Now, you'll see what I've drawn out here is a symmetrical triangle. And this could really break either way. We've had FTT come down and test the bottom of that triangle. It kind of bounced around the bottom of this symmetrical triangle for quite some time, but has now, over the last week, run up to the top of the triangle. And the thing you should know about symmetrical triangles is when you get to about the 70% mark of the length of that triangle, you tend to see the breakout come at that time. So that's good news for FTT, which right now is testing the upper trend line here of this symmetrical triangle. The other thing I'll mention about FTT is that if we zoom in a little bit here, the EMA ribbon for FTT did flip bullish in the last 24-hour period. So on the daily, things are looking pretty good for FTT. I've talked about this before. When you see the EMA ribbon flip bullish, what that means is when the 21 period exponential moving average flips above the 55 period exponential moving average, that's seen as a bullish move. And what we tend to have is a prolonged run to the upside when that happens. So for FTT, it has done that in the last 24 hours and seems to be moving up. So right now, as it's testing this upper level of this symmetrical triangle, and it's had that EMA flip, my opinion is if FTT closes a daily candle above $45, if it closes outside that, I'm looking for big things and looking for a run up for there. So keep an eye on that as well. That may be a good position for you to look to take a trade on FTT. So keep an eye on that over the next few days. You know, of course, all of these things are kind of contingent on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin stays in this level where it's at right now, around 41 to 42,000, and doesn't have any big dips, then I look to see FTT make a run up. I think XRP will continue to have a run up. Rune, I've been tracking for several days now, almost about a week. Made a trade on Rune that turned out pretty well because it had similar layouts and similar situation as FTT and XRP. As long as Bitcoin stays where it's at or goes higher, then I think it's good news for some of these altcoins to continue to make some moves and bust out of these patterns. So looking for big things for FTT, continued big things for XRP. Now, the one thing I wanted to cover that I haven't seen anybody else talking about just yet is the overall market cap. So let's go ahead and take a look at the overall market cap. And what the crypto total market cap is it's a chart that takes in all cryptocurrencies or a certain top number of cryptocurrencies. It's a chart done by TradingView. And what you'll see is that since the crash back in the late part of last year of 2021, you'll see the EMA ribbon here has always been very spread out. The 21 period line has always been quite far away from the 55 period line, and we really haven't seen much narrowing of that happen. And like I've said in the past, when that EMA ribbon starts to narrow, sometimes that can really be a sign of a reversal. And so what we're seeing here is in this total crypto market cap, as we zoom in, that for the first time since the crash back at the end of last year, the 21 period EMA has actually flipped over the next level EMA line. So we're starting to see a narrowing of the EMA ribbon here, and that line starting to flip or go above other lines in the EMA ribbon. So we haven't seen that kind of tightening in the total crypto market cap since the drop at the end of last year. We are also seeing a symmetrical triangle here on the total crypto market cap, and again, it's getting towards that 70% mark for the total crypto market cap, and fortunately we see that the total crypto market cap is testing the upside of that symmetrical triangle. So if we can see a breakout outside of this symmetrical triangle, maybe we can see then a reversal in the markets overall, and we start to see some brighter days again. So that's all I've got for today. I hope you got something out of these charts. Let's hope this total crypto market cap turns around. Keep an eye on FTT. Also, if you didn't get in on that XRP trade, I don't think it's too late to jump in. I've been in and out of multiple trades on XRP. I think that there's still opportunity there to realize some upside. So take a look at all that. Of course, always do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I see in the charts. So hope you got something out of that today. Go ahead and smash that like and subscribe button on your way out, and I will see you in the next video.